In the mystical village of Ethelgard, every child is gifted a soul seed at birth, a tiny spark of life that mirrors their own inner growth and maturity. As the children grow, so do their trees, blooming into vibrant symbols of success and identity that define who they are in the eyes of the entire world. Elara's friends celebrate their blossoming achievements, their gardens filled with the fragrance of flowers that represent their early triumphs and the bright futures that lie ahead. The air in the village is always thick with the magic of growth, a constant reminder that life is meant to be a display of constant, colorful evolution. But for Elara, the world felt strangely quiet and still. While everyone around her flourished, she felt like a shadow moving through a garden of light. For 18 long years, and her soul seed had remained buried deep beneath the surface, leaving her with nothing but a pot of empty, silent, and brown earth. Walking through the streets, she felt the weight of 1,000 eyes. Every vibrant bloom she passed seemed like a silent judgment on her own apparent lack of progress. The pressure to succeed on time was a heavy burden, a ticking clock that reminded her every day that she was falling behind the rhythm of the world. Under the cold moonlight, she often whispered to the soil, wondering if she was broken or if her soul was simply destined to remain forever in the dark. She was trapped in a race she didn't choose, watching the hourglasses of others empty into success while her own time seemed to have stopped entirely long ago. In her desperation to be like the others, she had forgotten how to listen to her own heart, drowned out by the noise of a society that demands speed. Driven by a need for answers, Elara decided to leave the village behind and seek the wisdom of the one who guarded the oldest secrets of the land. The ancient forest was a place where time behaved differently, where the air hummed with a deep, primal energy that felt both intimidating and strangely comforting to her. There she found the forest guardian, a man as old as the mountains, whose eyes held the reflection of 1,000 seasons and the patience of the earth. He didn't look at her with pity, but with a knowing smile, as if he had been waiting for her to find her way to his quiet sanctuary. He pointed to a fish in the stream and said, "The fish does not need to fly to prove its worth, for it masters the depths of the water. The bird does not need to swim to feel valuable, for it owns the sky. Every creature has its own domain and its own unique set of strengths." He showed her a peculiar seed, rough and hard as stone. "This," he explained, "and is not like the common flowers that bloom and fade in a single season. To become a great sentinel that shields the entire forest, a seed must spend years building a foundation of roots deep within the dark, silent heart of earth. The most magnificent things often take the longest to grow. Your delay is not a failure, Elara. It is the preparation for something truly extraordinary and rare." Returning home, Elara felt a new sense of peace. The comparison that once tortured her had dissolved, replaced by a quiet, steady flame of inner confidence. She no longer looked at the vibrant gardens next door with envy. Instead, she poured her love and patience into the dark soil, trusting the hidden process. The seasons turned, rain washed over the earth, and the winds of autumn blew, but Elara remained steadfast, a silent guardian of her own unfolding destiny. Even when the ground was frozen and the world seemed dead, and she knew that life was stirring deep below, gathering the strength it needed to break through. Then, one morning, the earth finally gave way. A tiny silver Non began to push through the surface, radiating a light that was unlike anything seen before. It wasn't just a flower. It was a marvel of nature. Strong, luminous, and breathtakingly beautiful, it reflected the 18 years of patient waiting and hidden growth. The tree grew with a power that shook the ground, its branches reaching for the stars, a testament to the strength found in those who dare to wait. Elara's tree became the heartbeat of Ethelgard, a magnificent sentinel providing shade and protection to all, proving that the greatest wonders require the longest seasons of preparation. You do not need to bloom at the same time as the rest of the world. Your journey is yours alone, and your timing is always perfect. Be patient with yourself and trust your roots. When you finally bloom, Your presence will be a masterpiece that the world will never be able to forget.